Hi, I'm Todd Brewer. You didn't like that? Todd Brewer, build specialist, Roush Fenway Racing. I got started in racing as a little boy, going to local short tracks from Manassas, Virginia. So we had Old Dominion Speedway. It was a staple to go and get our experience and just get that joy of racing going through us. So my dad and I, we trucked around Virginia doing the local racing scene, going to local tracks, watching, and then had the privilege to go and do some driving, and then realized quickly that driving wasn't going to be what was going to make me any money to feed myself, so went the other route to working on them, and moved down here and have been just working away ever since. I came down here to North Carolina in 2002 and have been working in racing in forms from truck to Xfinity all the way to Cup ever since. So throughout my career, as I've come down here, I've fabricated for ST Motorsports. That was one of the first big teams out of Locust, and then I've gone on and been truck chief, car chief in Xfinity and Cup Series. Did a short stint as crew chief at Renzi with Ashton Lewis and David Gill and Richard Johns for a few seasons. So that was a good experience to have. And after that, just mostly have been car chief throughout the Xfinity and Cup Series. I've been at Joe Gibbs Racing, and that's been a car chief role, mechanic role. And then I came over to Roush Fenway in 2019 as car chief for the 6 Cup car. And 2021 is first year at this new role that I do as build specialist. The role is kind of a loaded role, as far as we've changed the way we race and what is required on a weekly basis out of the cars, and then how we bring them to the racetrack, present them to NASCAR, and how we're building them. And this role is taking that and really putting it under one umbrella. So during the week, it's a lot of going through the cars, working with the fabricators at the body hanging level all the way to the body shop and finish fab, and working on prepping the cars to maximize what the aero group has called out for, and what the teams specifically have called out for that event. So it's diving in, really having somebody to follow that car through that stage, and more of a QC role to that point. And then later in the week, it's working directly with the teams to make sure we're maximizing that car for them before we get to NASCAR on the weekend. And then at the racetrack, traveling with them is really a continuation of that, and it's carrying the car through, helping them with inspection, being the eyes and ears for all those guys at the shop, and to give them, bridge that gap if we see stuff that we need to make better, to improve for NASCAR or to improve for us on a performance side. My free time, I like to spend it with my family. I have 2 young boys that keep my wife and I fairly busy, so we keep them moving as much as we can. They would be outside and playing in the dirt 24/7 if we let them. So usually it's us joining them in some form or fashion outside, and getting on with all the worms and bugs and toy trucks that we can. Most memorable win, I think it was I don't know. That's a hard one. There's a lot of them. They get strung out. So you enjoy it. I like one of them is Darlington. Winning Darlington's always a great time, and winning the Brickyard, I think, is the most memorable victory lane as far as the activities you get to do with it that I've had. So I would put the Brickyard up there. Favorite hauler snack? Peanut butter and jelly. Ooh, crust on and crunchy peanut butter, natural. You just keep it in the raw state.